Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency and blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, smoking. Look, swearing. So look, here I come in 3. Look, 2. Look, 1. Bang! Welcome, everyone. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome, everybody. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, the greatest show on earth, the greatest show in the multiverse. Yes. Look, we have a great show for you today. All right, let's get right to it. So we're going to talk about the SEC ruling on Bitwise. That's for the ETF. We're going to talk about that. Then, this is fresh off the presses. This was just posted half an hour ago. We're going to talk about Bakkt trading volumes. We're going to talk about Bakkt's trading volumes. And then we're going to talk about the CME Bitcoin options and what they think is going to happen with that. Options, it's a trading vehicle. Look. So let's begin how we began. Bang. Yes. Bang. Yes. Bang. Look. Let's do it. What we got? Look. Let's do a refresh. Boom. All right. So look. All right, Bitcoin. It is at 8,550. When I left you last night, it was at 8,232. So we've gone up 320, like $320 or something like that. All right. Look, top 10 of the day, brothers. Usual suspects of the day, brothers. Top 10 of the day: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Tether, Litecoin, EOS, Binance Coin, Bitcoin SV, and Stellar. Let's look at market moves of the day, brothers. Single digits up to single digits down. 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 Two single digits up, 2 single digits down. All right, let's look who lost money today, brothers. You see anything on here you like, you go get it because it is on sale. Bang! Top 10 losers of the day, brothers. Chainlink, Komodo, Metaverse ETP, Tron, Ardor, Lisk, Nash Exchange, Stratus, Theta, and ELP. Let's see who made money today. Boom. All right. Top 10 winners of the day, brothers. Red, Holo, Crypterium, Dentacoin, Factum, Maker, Ravencoin, MCO, Ethereum Classic, and Huobi Token. Let's look at the total market cap of the day. 229.5 in total market cap. All right. And yesterday we were at 223.8. So, I don't know, we can call it around a $6 billion jump in market cap. And let's look at 24-hour volume. 70 billion, 70.1 billion in market. Holy schmoly. Okay. Look. Yesterday we were at 52.0. Today we're at 70.1. Yes. Big old jump. Was that $18 billion jump? Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Look, let's see if it translates into something good. All right. Now, bang! Bitwise hails SEC's detailed analysis of as regulator shoots down Bitcoin ETF. So, as you can see right here, the SEC did not grant the Bitwise ETF. As far as the SEC concerned, they can go fuck themselves. I don't think they're not gonna grant one for a long time. Not for a long time. Bitwise, they offered up 10 exchanges for their price discovery on the ETF. I mean, there is no more to do, right? So in other words, it's not Bitwise's fault that they're getting denied. The SEC is just saying, until market manipulation is out of the whole market, we're not going to approve an ETF. So So that's how that's gonna go. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so let me get a sip. So we'll just have to wait on that front. And I mean, the only thing that stops market manipulation is a bigger market. One so big that a person can't manipulate it. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is we're going to have to look for our liquidity coming somewhere else, not because of SEC approvals. Futures, options, swaps, other things, derivatives. All right, look, let's get into the story. Fucking SEC. All right, look. The Bitcoin ETF was a dream. Still is a dream. Bitwise Asset Management's application to list a Bitcoin exchange traded fund, ETF, has been rejected by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, on the grounds that such a fund would lead to manipulative acts and practices. According to the 112-page document, so they answered with 112 pages, the SEC did to this thing. Fuck. Published, you can go read it. I think you can go read it, right? Hold on. Yeah, right here. So you see where it says document right there? You guys know that I put I'm pretty sure most of you aren't going to read this, but if you want to, there it is. Just click that link. I post the URLs for all of these stories in the description of the videos. So if you really want to look at it, go check it out. Published on Opportunity. So the Apex regulator has taken the decision to disapprove the proposed rule change filed by Bitwise with New York Stock Exchange, ARCA. The main point of contention was the inability of the applicants to significantly prove that the cryptocurrency investment market was free from fraud and manipulation. Excuse me. A claim that has been out forth before. All right. The document stated, New York Stock Exchange, ARCA, has not met its burden under the Exchange Act and the Commission's rules of practice to demonstrate that its proposal is consistent with the requirements of Exchange Act Section 6B5, and in particular the requirements that the rules of a national securities exchange be designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices. All right. So, lack of supporting surveillance. Bitwise's rejection follows the same line of analysis applied to the rejection of the Winklevoss Bitcoin ETF application, stated the SEC. If the exchange cannot prove that the underlying asset is inherently resistant to fraud and manipulation, or that other means to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices will be sufficient, the parties have to enter into a surveillance sharing agreement with a regulated market. The SEC further expanded on the need for such a system by stating, such agreements provide a necessary deterrent to manipulation because they facilitate the availability of information needed to fully investigate a manipulation if it were to occur. And that's why I've been saying these exchanges, they have to get chain analysis. They have to start using chain analysis. And because you see what they said, like, come into an agreement, because they're not saying, they're saying, hold on, let me say it right. Let me look at it right here again. Right? Blah, 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 blah. The parties have to enter into a surveillance sharing agreement with a regulated market. I don't know if what they mean, like, are they trying to say surveillance sharing? I don't understand what that means, but just look, man, they got to get chain analysis on their exchanges and then reapply, and then Bitwise reapply using exchanges with chain analysis or some such product on it. I think that's the only way, man. The SEC's not, or the market just has to grow in terms of liquidity and, to a certain level where the SEC thinks, all right, that's not manipulatable anymore. In this regard, Bitwise, the sponsor of the application, entered into its surveillance sharing agreement with New York Stock Exchange ARCA. Despite Bitwise and its... Oh, so they did enter an agreement, all right. Despite Bitwise and its affiliates submitting several presentations to the SEC detailing the size of the real Bitcoin spot market, tabulating the price of Bitcoin based on 10 real cryptocurrency exchanges, and deeming that over 95% of volume is fake or non-economic in nature, the SEC deterred by stating, "We find, in each case, that New York Stock Exchange ARCA has not met its burden to demonstrate that its proposal is consistent with the requirements of Exchange Act 6b-5, and therefore the Commission disapproves the proposed rule change." All right, so disapproved. So Bitwise, however, did not view the ruling as a rejection, but focused on the use of the word disprove as a silver lining of sorts. In a series of tweets sent out after the SEC decision, the crypto asset management firm hailed this development as a productive step in the journey towards a regulated crypto ETP. And that's what I don't understand. Like, in Switzerland, we read about it. SIX, the Swiss stock exchange, they've launched ETPs, right? Like, fuck. Anyways, instead of withdrawing the application fearing rejection, Bitwise decided to wait for the SEC's decision, unlike VanEck and Solidex, who pulled out their Bitcoin ETF application days before the final decision. Acknowledging that the regulator's concerns are rooted in market manipulation and oversight, Bitwise stated, "We're optimistic about this and how the market has matured on this front in just the past 2 years. But there's more to be done." Since an ETF would rally general public investment in cryptocurrencies, the SEC has to be on their toes overseeing all possible concerns. A detailed review of their proposal is progress, according to Bitwise, and that it adds order and clarity for the issues that have to be collectively tackled. So, all right. So no matter what the financial asset, approval for an ETF has been long and arduous. The same is true for the cryptocurrency industry. Positive signs remain that the SEC has taken time and effort to not only review the application, but go through the supporting presentation and analysis as well, adopting a calculated rather than scattershot approach. In closing, Bitwise stated, "We're committed to continuing to engage with the SEC to provide the data and analysis that shines light on the industry and its progress." So, buying, and then this is the same story, but it's a little different in that this is their reaction, okay? And so Bitwise, bang, plans to file another one. And that's what I'm telling you guys. When you guys are like, "Shomari, man, how do you know the market? How do you know these guys there's a tsunami coming at?" Yeah, you don't keep reapplying and applying and applying to the SEC for nothing, right? These applications cost a lot of money. They're not, it's not like you just hire some dinky lawyer to fill out a little form for you and just hand it in. And when you see these guys struggling to get these approvals, it shows you that they're hearing, word on the street is people want this stuff, right? And so they're just going to keep trying. And so here's what the SEC chair, or not SEC, the Bitwise CEO says: "We look forward to continuing to productively engage with the SEC to resolve their remaining concerns, and intend to refile as soon as appropriate." But listen to this shit. Earlier this week, Bitwise's Matt Hogan, said that they were closer than ever to a Bitcoin ETF. However, cryptocurrency lawyer Jake Chervitsky says that it's very likely that Clayton, so Jay Clayton, he's the chairman of the SEC here in America, that Clayton will never approve it, given that his term already ends in June of 2020, June 5, 2021, 2021. He expects Bitwise to file another proposal, but that not necessarily should be the case. What? That didn't make sense. So at this point, it's reasonable to assume that Jay Clayton's SEC will never approve a Bitcoin ETF. Him, right? Him, as long as he's running the place. His term ends on June 5th, 2021, but could go another 18 months longer. Yeesh. Usually, we'd see new ETF proposals filed immediately after rejection, but it might be time to take a year off. Jake Chervisky. He's a lawyer. He's not the Bitwise guy. He's the just a lawyer. And so what they're saying is, guys apply for ETFs and they always reapply right away. But he's saying, look, with Jay Clayton, it might be best just to take a year off and wait till the guy till the guy's gone, which is actually more than a year. But so that's it, brothers and sisters. Bitwise rejected by the American SEC. But that doesn't mean that, if people come up with the same idea in some other countries, that they won't be approved. All we can do is wait. All right, and see. All right, let's move on. Bang! Bakkt posts a 796% increase in Bitcoin trading volume overnight. Hits a new all-time high. Boom! It's now 6 a.m. This story came out about an hour ago, so this is fresh news. We'll see if that's just a one-day thing or if this is going to be the norm for Bakkt. Yes, Bakkt was a little underwhelming. All right. Let's check it out. The Bitcoin Futures Exchange, Bakkt, just hit an all-time high in traded contracts. Yesterday, the exchange had some 224 Bitcoin in volume. Just today, after it posted an all-time low of 25 Bitcoin traded. That's some volatility like a motherfucker. So look, in the past week, Bakkt was thought to be struggling. After all, its volume significantly tapered off, as Bean Crypto previously reported. Its second week of trading saw its volume flatline to around 50 BTC a day, leading many to wonder whether these so-called institutional investors for Bitcoin even existed at all. Look. Bakkt's trading volume explodes alongside Bitcoin's rise. However, it looks like the exchange is now rebounding in trading volume. On October 9th, the Bakkt Futures Exchange posted an all-time high of 224 Bitcoin of daily traded volume. Just a day before, the exchange posted an abysmal 25 Bitcoin of daily traded volume. Yeesh. The lowest ever recorded on the exchange. That's a 796% increase essentially overnight. All right. So the strange volatility can likely be explained by Bitcoin's own price movements. Bitcoin spiked yesterday considerably to reach the 8,600 price point from 8,200. This jump had a significant impact on Bakkt futures volume, which experienced a parallel increase in volume. The price spike seems to have broken Bakkt's downtrending trading volume, which previously seemed destined to trend even lower. Is this a new trend? Well, we'll see. Who knows? So it remains to be seen whether Bakkt can keep up this momentum. Given that the exchange experienced a volume spike, largely due to Bitcoin's price breakout, a serious dip could further depress trading volume to what it was previously. So, Bakkt seems to be in uncertain territory and still does not possess a dedicated base of traders. For now, we will have to watch cautiously as trading volume continues to be extremely volatile. So, from 2018 onwards, the launch of Bakkt was among the most hyped events in the entire cryptocurrency industry. Thus far, it does not seem to be having much of an impact on price, other than the double-digit drop it suffered just a day after launch. So, all right, so that's a one-day. This is a one-day volume spike. Let's see if it keeps it up. And also, what I'm interested in, though, I also bring this up because I wanted to mention this. So, we're seeing the numbers from the daily, the daily futures. Bakkt offers two futures: the daily settled and the monthly settled. So I'm going to be interested to see which the monthly ones. When should that be coming out? Oh, not yet, for a couple weeks. But I'm interested to see how many people did the monthly futures, right? That'll be interesting. All right, so we'll see when that happens. Look, bang, now. CME executive says group is expecting huge demand for its Bitcoin options from Asia. Wow. Well, I'm not going to be just like what we read with the Bakkt thing. I was so excited about Bakkt coming out. I thought it was going to be such a game changer, and so underwhelming. So now I'm not going to get excited about these guys talking about new stuff coming out until I see it occur. You know what I mean? All right, so look, CME, they're the ones who offer the futures here, says its group is expecting huge demand for its Bitcoin options from Asia. That's interesting. Let's check it out. The CME group is set to launch. Hold on. Let me get a sip. Right. Like I thought the CME stuff was just in America, actually, to tell you the truth. And that's another part why I'm reading this. It's, wow, Asia. All right. So it's global. I thought it was just an American thing. CME exec says group is expecting huge demand for its Bitcoin options from Asia. All right. All right. The CME group is set to launch yet another Bitcoin derivatives product in the form of Bitcoin options in the first quarter of 2020. We talked about options before. You can buy puts and calls, you know, and you can do these things called strangles and butterflies and just so many things. And so it's another investment vehicle, another way to expose yourself to the underlying price of a Bitcoin. All right, in your portfolio. So its Bitcoin futures contracts turned out to be a great hit among institutional investors. Wait, what? Wait. The CME group is set to launch yet another Bitcoin derivatives product in the form of Bitcoin options in the first quarter of 2020. Oh, it's futures, right. So its Bitcoin futures contracts turned out to be a great hit among institutional investors, and the group is hoping that the soon-to-be-launched Bitcoin option would be a great hit as well, reported South China Morning Post. Yes, a real newspaper, not some crypto site. Bitcoin options contracts allow investors to buy and sell the underlying asset at a specific strike price. All right. We're not going to get into what an options is. So almost 50% of the trading volumes for CME's Bitcoin futures came from Asian and European investors. What? I did not know that. I thought their futures stuff was all American. So, yeah, it looks like the whole world can get this stuff already. All right. Which actually is kind of a little disappointing because, damn, is that all? That's all the people that want this thing? Almost 50% of the trading volumes for CME's Bitcoin futures come from Asia and Europe. A development which has got the hopes of the exchange higher, as it expects their options contracts to be as popular, especially among Asian traders. All right. Tim McCourt, global head of equity products and alternative investment, said that the trading for Bitcoin futures contracts has seen a great surge in recent times, something which would pave the path for other derivatives products to be more successful. The biggest day for the Bitcoin futures contracts was on May 13th, when a record 34,000 futures contracts equivalent to which equivalent to 170,000 Bitcoins was traded. McCourt believes that with Bitcoin options, traders would be able to manage their risks better. Yes, options are used for hedging a lot, like by hedge funds. While futures give you a one-for-one exposure, whereby the movement of the underlying Bitcoin translates directly to a specific dollar value per contract, an option gives you varying strike price levels and can give you either downside protection or upside exposure at a fraction of the underlying asset's price. Yeah, that's right. That's how options work, these strike prices. So, yeah. All right, I'm not going to get into it so much because I don't really remember it that much. But, all right. Bitcoin options can also turn beneficial for Bitcoin miners who can use the derivatives contracts to hedge their production costs. Some Chinese miners have been using futures contracts for hedging. This is a recent CME group has high hopes for the Asian market. So, bang! the CME futures have been going real well, and boom, like partly the reason, because I mean the options aren't released in Asia yet, so we'll see when they get there. But the thing that I like is just bang. Where was that? A lot of their futures are from Asian and European investors. I didn't know it was worldwide already, or at least in Asia and Europe, some parts. And so that's really great. And so here's another investment vehicle, options, that's going to be released. What did they say, 2020? When did they say it's going to come out? Yeah, first Q1 2020. They're going to release that. So, all right, we'll sit around and we'll wait, and I'll keep us posted on that. So that's about it for today, brothers. Look, bye. Let's get to some shout outs. Look. What's this guy? Chief BVSO. What does this thing say? The real Satoki 420. Oh, Pascua Yakui tribe. All right. Yakui boys. All right. Crypto 599. VeChain gang. Yes, to the moon. Bang. See you, brother. All right. We have that other, the other guy from the Pascua Yakui tribe. Nice. All right. So it looks like the tribe members are yes, coming over to the greatest show in the multiverse. Look. Blockchain's dying, sweetie. Yeah. See you, girl. Love you, girl. Bang. Yeah. DP. Bang. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. And he's talking about the proposal here. Oh, and see, exactly. And this is what DP writes. He said, SEC rejects Bitwise's latest Bitcoin ETF proposal. Time for chain analysis. Fucking right. Look, man, that's what these... That is my... Look, I mean, obviously, I don't know what the SEC would do, but you've given the SEC 10 exchanges. You said, look, I'm going to get my price discovery from 10 exchanges. Oh, but there could be market manipulation. Well, the only thing to do is have these exchanges all start deploying chain analysis or something like it. There's another one of these things like a chain analysis. I don't remember what its name is, but there's another one that's used, in big stock exchanges and stuff like that. And that's what these exchanges have to do. They have to start using chain analysis or, something similar. And then these guys got to take, if you're the Winklevosses or like what we just read, Bitwise, you have to say, look, SEC, we're going to use chain analysis equipped exchanges for our fucking price discovery. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. What else can you do? Market manipulation. Well, fuck. You can't do any more than that. And like, you're the SEC. Like, if someone manipulates the market, well, go and arrest them. Make an example of them, and then people will stop doing that. Nah, they're not going to stop doing it, but you know what I mean? Like, if you make a big enough spectacle of it, they'll think twice, that's for sure. All right, DP, love you, brother. Bye. All right, what do we got? Binium. All right, and Binium's talking about the same thing. Binium, love you, brother. See you, brother. Bye. All right. Yeah. What's he talking about? What's Binium saying? CB News, just in. Venture Studio Consensus is giving $175,000 to 7 different open source software projects on the Ethereum network. All right, that's generous of them. But give that a little bang. All right. Look. Sloppy McFart sack. Aren't you a funny boy? Look, bang. See you, guy. All right. Poppy Hood. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bye. Son of a bitch. Look. Bye. Look. Bye. Look. Bye. Yeah. Got you, Ronkaz. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bye. What we got here? Oh, and this is the other guy from the Yakui tribe. Pascua Yakui tribe. Bang, native warrior. See you, brother. Love you, brother. Bang. Yes. What do we got here? Marilyn Clubberson. Invest your Bitcoin and get double of your investments in 24 hours. No risk, no reward. Invest today and get paid tomorrow. DM and ask me how it works. Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. Look, bang, see you. TTT ready, Cosmic, yes. Bang. Oh, UXL, saw you yesterday. Bang. Look, Hurricane Master. Ha ha. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. The Master. Hurricane Master. What else we got? Robbie Hardaway. Bang. See you, brother. We got Spy Lady. Look. Love you, lady. Bang. 7 others? Okay, let's see who all the suspects were here. Let's see. Oh, there's Rob Ert. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. All right. That's everybody, isn't it? There's a couple more kisses for Sweetie. Look. Yes. All right, that's about it. Oh, and the pooping dog. All right, we're not going to show that. That's gross. All right. Bye. Look. Bye. Welcome. All right, everybody. So we had a great show. All right. So the Bitwise SEC ruling. And so, I mean, I've said this 100 times. You know, that ETF, the Bitwise one, that's the one I thought was going to get, if any, was going to get approved. 10 price discoveries for flip sakes, man. Like, what the fuck, man, SEC? And so, you know, it's one investment vehicle. You know, and like I said, you know, crypto is worldwide. So, I mean, all right, our SEC might have denied it, but in Switzerland, they had their ETPs going. And it doesn't mean that others. Oh, did I read that yesterday or today? Oh, yeah. And like that, we read yesterday, the EU commissioner guy, the finance. What was he again? Yeah, the finance commissioner said he wants rules and that. And so, look, it's all a matter of time. It's a matter of time. That's it. Are you going to make money at this stuff? Is this ever going to pop off? Yes. When? Nobody knows. We got to wait for regulators, and politicians to get around to doing it, to regulating, and we're coming up with laws and stuff like that. And so that's all you can just do. Just wait, all right? We just have to wait. Hurry up and wait. You know, in the trading world, that's what we call it. Hurry up and wait. And so that's what we can do. That's all we can do. But look, I mean, it gives you time. Like I said, you know, things sometimes are not happening to you. They're happening for you. And I'm sure most of you here watching me are 9-to-5 worker guys. So you guys get paid every 2 weeks. Looks like you're going to have many more paychecks to keep accumulating, to accumulate your crypto and keep building your cryptocurrency warehouse big. Bang! Building it strong. Bang! Building it nice. So that when the institutions finally do get to arrive, you'll be ready. So, you know what I mean? Like, it could all happen now, and then, all right, well, now you're priced out. Or, look, it's going to take some time, so you've got time to accumulate, and build that warehouse really big with working product, revenue-generating product. And just sit back and relax and understand that, it's money in the bank. Right? Like, your warehouse, it's money in the bank. Right? Just when can you get your hands on it? Well, that's the bitch, right? But it will happen. It's going to happen. And so, patience. Patience, young Jedis. All right. And then we talked about Bakkt. So that was good. The trading volumes went up, but that was for one day. But man, that was a good day. And so let's hope it continues sort of like that. We'll see. I'm sure people are going to be reporting about it. And so we'll keep our eyes on that. Like I said, I think Bakkt, I was so happy. I thought that thing was going to be rip-roaring. A little underwhelming. Very underwhelming. And, we'll just see how it goes going forward. And then finally, CME Bitcoin Options. Bang. So they're saying that they're hoping to see a lot of action out of Asia. What's pretty interesting is I didn't know that the Europeans and the Asians could invest in the CME futures already. So that's pretty nice. They have been, and the CME futures are working. Unlike Bakkt, the CME futures are off the charts and just continue to grow. So, more liquidity coming in. And now when they have their options, when they unleash the options on people, that'll be more liquidity coming into the space. And like I told you, investment vehicles, if you're an options guy, you're an options trader, well, you need options to trade crypto, right? Each vehicle, these guys are experts at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a derivatives trader. I can do that, but I can't do options, right? And so an options guy, yeah, he can do that, but he can't do futures. You know what I mean? Like, he's not an expert enough that he'd put his money up. I wouldn't. And so, you know what I mean? And so it's good that we've talked about this before. Investment vehicles, we need more and more of them, and all around the world, just as many as possible. So that's good. All right, let's chill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Bang, subscribe below, press the bell. You'll get an automatic notification when I do this show. The greatest show on earth, the greatest show in the multiverse. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. Love talking money, love talking crypto. This is the favorite time of my day. So thank you for having me in your home, and I will see you tomorrow. And look, my name's Shomari Clarke. Bye, and I'm always on duty. Yes. Over and out.